So now as you're all left at the bottom of the steps, you can see there's a few people milling around here and there. Like you've seen quite frequently, there are a handful of people who are just generally watching the crowds, just generally in civilian garbs. The guards seem to not really be watching much of anything. They're just kind of passing the time idly doing their duties. Each of you roll perception. Now you're rolling well.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Except for Flint. You don't see nothing. Okay.
I just got ate by a worm. I think I'm a bit traumatized.
I think you still got some in your eyes there. Let me get.
Nugrex, you see going just at the edge of this alley, turn and walk away. Same dark-skinned elf with the tattoos on that you saw previously.
Were they looking at us specifically?
Yes. And Simeon, you see Barion walking into the store.
That was the guy who
was
just
initiated.
He just joined the cult. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. I think Nagrax will just tap Finian on the shoulder and ask him to follow him just while he goes and checks this out.
Okay. Finian follows you.
Okay. Is this guy here this time? Or is he gone again?
You see him further down the alley, turning another corner.
Okay, I'm not going to go up to him, I'm just going to sort of follow at a distance.
Okay. You continue down the alley. I'll say you go to the corner where he is. And we'll flip over to Simeon.
Where are they off to?
I don't know, but just seen it on ghastly sight. The
What?
man who slit the girl. Got
Was he
into his
accompanied?
store. What, did I see him alone?
Yes.
He was alone. It's a busy street. There may be witnesses. We've been told to keep our heads down. The temptation is great, my friend.
Flint just looks like he's seriously debating it. What should we do? I've never been one for decisions in moments like this.
We'll go browse the store. I could use a new weapon. Start saying around out loud, and I'm gonna walk into the store.
Hey, do you follow him, Flint?
Yes.
Okay. You both walk into the store. You see him behind the counter, just moving around some general merchandise, some whetstones, handful of knives. Good evening. How can I help you?
Oh, yes,
Sorry.
Yes, I just recently found 2 blades on a expedition in the spa. I wonder if you could tell me anything about them.
Sure. Do you want me to hand me to him?
Sure. I'll put the gold and silver blade daggers I found on the table.
He'll look over the daggers. The silver one seems to just generally be coated with silver. It should help with some immunities with a few things that you fight. The golden one, though, this is mostly an ornamental dagger. Sell it to the right person, you get a pretty penny. I can't say I'm too interested in it. I prefer more practical means. of combat.
So no use for slitting throats then, no?
Not really, no.
Hmm.
I mean, you could still probably do it with it. It just probably would get quite dull after a couple of uses.
Yes, probably on a weaker neck, smaller creature, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, I find myself out of stock of whetstones. I like my weapons to be nice and sharp, get the job done.
Yes. Hold on, I should have a box full of them down here. How many would you want?
How many charges did you say they have?
They have 5 each, I think I remember right.
5
I should
each.
actually make a custom item for this. Remind me later, Bug, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a nice homebrew item actually, so I don't have to keep doing it. I'll take. Hmm, how many does he have?
He has a box full of them, so he has plenty.
I'll take like half a dozen.
Hey, I'm guessing the price was probably a silver piece apiece, most likely.
I honestly not remember, but that sounds about right.
Silver piece
So,
apiece.
When you watch the really first videos, will now correct me.
We'll go with that. I'll add the items in a minute. I'll place the silver into his hand, like not on the counter. I'll place it into his hand. And just sort of like clench for a second on his hand. Thank you. I'll let go.
You're welcome. He kind of flexes his hand, pushing the coins into the other one.
I hope to see you again soon, friend.
Yeah. I got plenty of. Yeah, I work in the business. Thank you. He looks towards Flint. Do you want the daggers back?
Please.
You kind of left them on the counter.
I'll
there
take
you
that.
go.
Yes, we wouldn't want these falling into the hands of a child now, would we?
Or the throat of one.
Indeed. I'll walk out
No,
without a further word.
Yeah, same.
He kind of just looks after you. No. Okay. Now we'll jump over to Nagrax.
Okay, what do I say?
As you round the corner, in the center of the alley, you see the figure stood looking at you.
Looking at me, so
Wait.
he's already aware of my presence.
Yes. His eyes are pitch black. The tattoos are slowly moving around on his face.
Okay.
They're kind of like best way I think I described them last time was like bands of rope. Is the best visual I can use for them.
Okay.
Kind of like tribal patterns.
Considering that he's already aware of Nagrax, he's going to ask, "You were at the market district, and now here. I know that you've been watching us. What do you want? Or me, specifically?"
Tilts his head to the side. You upset the order. With that, he's going to raise his hand. And
I fear this is going to be bad.
He's going to launch a ranged spell attack at you. Energy forms in his hand and launches at you. 25 hits. Okay.
Okay.
You take 20 necrotic damage.
Ouch. Actually, one moment.
Go ahead.
Nagrax actually resists necrotic.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
So I only say 10 from that.
I was going to switch over to another screen. I didn't actually get a token from this guy. I was going to throw in a raptor for the sake of it.
Okay. Because he's an apex predator, yo.
And Simeon and
I
Flint
guess
are not
we're
here.
not there. We're not there. We're off busily, passively, aggressively intimidating someone.
Right, so I think what Nagrax will do upon being attacked is just like, Finian, go and get the others.
That's just a generally.
Yeah, to
very
show
quick
there's an
alley.
alley. Yeah.
And Finian's going to instantly react, and he's going to run back towards the square. He's got quite a lot of movement, so if he uses dash action, he's got like 100 foot. So I say he easily reaches back to where he was. And that'll arrive about the time when Flint and Simeon come out the shop. We need help now.
We done, lad.
And with that, you guys will be basically a turn's movement away from this fight.
Okay, but Nagrax has just shouted. He hasn't actually acted yet, has he?
Nope, but roll initiative now.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Doom, and I'll take that as my initiative roll. I'm actually just going to try and roll a d20 because this is getting ridiculous.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm
I'm going to let you re-roll it. I'm going to give you advantage because I feel sorry for you.
yeah.
Dice gods do
Yeah.
not like you.
I'm going to roll from roll 20. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that wasn't much better, but still. I just can't roll well on initiative. I just have to accept it. But
Simeon and Flint, you two also roll.
I mean, I'd feel better about that, I suppose.
Well, I suppose I'll roll for the cultist. Guess he's probably going to go first.
So he's an Eldeaf
No.
cultist? No. How does it
We're
feel?
all real slow.
How does it feel, Doom? Feel my pain.
It feels alright.
Ah, okay. Actually, that means
I mean-
Nagrax doesn't go last. Hey.
So... God, these are such all low rolls, though. So oh, by the way, I probably shouldn't have said cultist then. I said that more by reaction. You don't really know what he is.
Well, I mean, I kind of wondered if it was a cultist initially. So. But yeah, I've got an
Who
idea.
knows? Maybe you'll find out, maybe you won't. So, it is going to be Finian that opens up again. So he's going to use the entire movement action to get to the corner. Actually, I'll give he's got a bit more movement action. I'll say he gets to the... And then ends his turn. So that's now going to be Flint. Which, if you choose your movement, you'll get to the edge of the thing as well. I say you both arrive at that point, using your full movement and action for movements. Simeon, you move there as well.
Oh, okay.
And now that goes to Nagrax.
Can I ask a question and then attack, or is that going to take too much time, Doom?
You get a free speech.
Okay, Nagrax will just say, "What order have I upset?" Kind of like as he moves in to attack with his mace.
Okie
Whether he chooses to respond to me is down to his discretion, obviously.
He smiles at you. The order. The only order.
12, I assume, doesn't hit.
It does not hit.
Yeah, not
Any
good.
reaction?
One moment. Do I do this now? Yep, going to summon the old hammer of bonking again.
Okie dokie.
Gonna summon it behind him.
Makes sense.
And it is going to make an attack. 21
Nice.
hits.
Yep.
An 11.
Nice. Okay. You smack him in the back of the head. He smarts from that. He grits his teeth. Then looks back up at you with his completely dark eyes. You end your turn?
Yeah, I'm guessing I can't say anything else to him, can I? In response to what he said.
No.
No. Okay, in that
You just
case,
be
end my
happy
turn.
turn.
Yep.
Okay. He is going to make an attack against you.
Okay.
He's going to make 2 attacks against you as he draws a blade from his underneath his sleeves.
I think I know what's coming.
First one is a 19.
Yep, that hits.
Just let me double check the damage. Double clicking. I wish I'd sorted this out before we started. Guess you take 19 slashing damage.
19 slashing damage.
9 slashing damage, sorry.
Slight difference. Okay.
That was piercing, not slashing.
It doesn't
Right,
matter,
okay.
it's the same for me. Okay, and he's making another attack.
Target is a creature. Humanoid would not class as a creature, would it?
No, I'm going to say that's specific.
Okie dokie. Then you just make another straight up attack.
14 does not hit.
Okay then. Given you got hit by the dagger once and the second one missed, you get a look at the dagger. It's not one of the daggers that you was expecting. It's
Yeah.
more of a curved dagger, but it does have something running up the center of it.
Don't suppose when I get to Nigrax's turn, you could use perception to see if it's something you would recognize.
But I guess with your turn, yes, you could.
When it's on my turn, yeah.
Okay, now that will be Finion's turn. He's going to run up, and he is going to lay into him with 3 hits. Oh, he actually didn't roll as well that time. So first one hits. 7 damage. Second one misses, and on the third one he stumbles and he falls and goes prone. Given he used up most of his movement, he won't be able to get back up. So that is now going to be Flint's turn. Are you speaking, bad boy?
Cast Firebolt at the guy attacking Nagrax.
Alright, go ahead. Does not hit.
I'm guessing. Yeah, didn't fix.
And do you end your turn?
I do, yeah.
Then that is going to be Simeon's turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my full movement to get up to there. I'm in range to attack from there, right?
Yes, you are.
And I'm going to do so. I'm going to pull out my vicious longsword.
Okie dokie. First one hits. Ooh, nice.
12. Damn it, one higher it would be the crit for me. Damn it.
Okay. Your sword slashes up him and it hurts him quite a bit. He's not wearing any armor, really.
Can I attempt
So-
to knock him prone with the shield? That's my.
Yeah, go ahead.
Isn't he already prone?
No, that's
No,
Finion's prone.
Finian is. He fell over.
Oh, I saw. I thought you said this guy's prone. Can't really go.
Oh, we got beat a 9.
Look at his stats. So his my choice of dex or
Yep, your
strength,
choice.
wasn't it?
It's alright, he's going to roll on that one.
13. He's fine.
That's fine. Whatever.
Okay, do you end your turn?
Yes.
And that is Nagrax's turn.
Okay. Nigrax is going to ask another question. I assume Velen sent you?
Oh, there are much higher people than Velen.
Although I do now know your order.
And we'll kill them all after you.
You know nothing.
We have time to learn. And with that, Nagrax makes another attack with his mace.
Okay. That hits.
8, and then 2 poison.
Okie doke.
Hammer bonking will also attack. 25 for hits.
Nice.
11 damage.
The hammer smacks down on his head, and then he'll look back up and he'll look around everyone. You're all in very, very much danger.
What's new?
Do you end your turn?
Nagrax? Yeah,
Yep.
you will.
Okay, let's double check something. Okie dokie. He's going to use his soul blade again.
His
Now the
what
name of
now?
the attack.
Soul Blade. Oh, that doesn't sound nice.
He's going to slash at you again, Nagrax. He's going to make one against you and then one against Finian, given he's prone. So first is against you. Why did it do it twice? Again.
Okay, neither of those would hit.
I would say that the second one was the initial attack, and then the second one hits Finian.
Okay.
That was 2d4 plus 2. Did it twice again. That's 11 piercing damage to Finian.
To Finian, okay. Okay.
And he's going to end his turn. So that's now back to the top to Finian. He's going to use a move, going to wail into him again. I did click it 3 times, but okay. Okay, only the... Actually, no, 2 of them hits. Sorry. Okay, on the second hit, he suddenly stumbles back and he goes down onto one knee. As he does so, the tattoo on his face starts to glow.
Okay.
I got to roll a d6.
Oh, fun.
Probably the most uninteresting one of them all.
What happens?
We'll take uninteresting. That's good.
Is it?
Now, it's a bit uncertain about some of this, but I'm going to do it this particular way because it says specifically he revives. So he gets back up and he seems fully revitalized, but the tattoo glows brightly, and then slime suddenly starts to drip off his body and surround the area around him.
Okay.
Basically, it is going to be this area here is now covered in slime.
Right, is that hurting us or just limiting our movement?
Another worldly slime drips off the priest and fades away moments later, leaving a greenish stain. Any creature that starts its turn within 10 feet of the priest can reduce that creature's movement speed by 10 until the start of the creature's next turn. Until which the creature is covered in ectoplasm. In addition, as an action, the priest can use the slime to make itself look and feel like any creature that is small or medium, while retaining the game's statistics. This transformation lasts 8 hours or until the priest drops back to 0.
Okay.
But he's basically going to do nothing with that. It's probably the one I honestly didn't want. But oh well.
Okay.
The way the dice roll. So he gets back up and he looks at Finian. He shakes his head. And it's Flint's turn.
Alright, I'd like to hurl an acid chromatic orb at him.
You're going to do it with disadvantage, given you've now got 2 people in your way.
Alrighty then. A 20 and a 19.
Right, it hits. Roll the Damaggio.
13.
So the acid splashes off his shoulder, and it burns away part of his robes.
Alright, I'll end my turn.
Oh, I just realised now, actually, my bug, you forgot to do the perception check on your turn.
I think I ultimately decided to use that as my interaction. I assumed that I couldn't do perception as well.
I would have allowed for both.
Oh, okay. I kind of assumed that I'd either talk or perception. I didn't think I could have both at the same time.
I would have allowed it.
Okay, I'll probably do it this coming turn then.
Okie dokie. Now it's Simeon's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna step up beside him. And I'm gonna swing down another 2 times.
Swing 2 times. Both miss. The first one misses because he's kind of brushing away part of his robe, which is burnt from the orb, and then he looks at the second one and just simply sidesteps it.
Can I try to knock him prone with the shield?
Go ahead.
Gotta be at 17.
Hey, you managed to successfully knock him prone.
Guess he didn't see the shield coming.
No, you did not see the much bigger item coming.
I'm out.
Okay, it's now Nagrex's turn.
I want to do that perception check on its dagger.
Go ahead. Okay, the dagger, it kind of looks like it's about 2 foot long, nearly short sword, really. It kind of curves up a little bit, and you can see what seems to be something dark running up the center of it. That's about all you can make out.
Yeah, that's fair on a 9. Doom, if the hammer of bonking attacks this guy, is it going to get advantage because he's prone?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, hammer of bonking will bonk.
Will it though?
I don't know. You tell me.
It definitely bonks.
Bonk.
For 6 damage.
Okie dokie.
I think Nagrax is going to use this opportunity to. Let me just double check what I've got left. Yeah, he's going to use this opportunity to heal himself with a Cure Wounds at level 3.
Okie dokie.
Quick question: has it been an hour since since we fought the worm, the big one?
Yeah, it will have been.
We went down the spire, so I'd imagine that we're traveling for quite a time.
Cool.
Right. Okay. With that, sort of Nagrax. Actually, Nagrax will take an interaction. Goes. You say there's a higher power than Velen. We knew this. So who sent you?
Prophets.
Do they have a name?
He smiles. And then he's going to get up and he's going to slash at you twice.
Okay.
Assuming that you ended your turn after that.
I did end my turn, yeah. Both will hit.
He takes 16 piercing damage.
Piercing damage. Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Did you kill somebody?
Oh crap, I forgot what health I was on now. Sure.
You were on 38, I think.
Yeah, sounds about right. So let me just add that back on, and then I'll take 16 away. Okay, there we go.
He stabbed you better.
And then I realised, wait, I'm not supposed to feel better after being stabbed. Okay. Anything else?
I am your one warning. Turn back from what you're doing, or we will come after you. And now it's Finion's turn. Finion is going to look to you briefly, Nagrax.
Okay.
He seems a bit suddenly unsure.
Unsure of what to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Can Nigrax actually speak here? Or
You can use your reaction to speak back.
Okay. Just goes. I kind of like look at Finian and then I look back at the guy. You killed an innocent girl. Many of us in cold blood. I don't care for your crusade. I don't care for what may come down upon us. What you are doing is wrong. And you besmirch the meaning of peace.
And with that, Finion's going to look back to him. He's going to look very pissed off. He's going to spend a key point to make 4 punch attacks against it. Against him, sorry. Did I roll all 4? Yes, it did. All but 1 hit. 28. Just after that barrage of punches, he looks quite badly hurt. He grits his teeth and still looks at Nagrax. His fixation seems oddly fixed on you, Nagrax, rather than the others.
I
Even
kind of
though he is
expected
addressing
that.
everybody.
Yeah.
And now that's going to go to Flint's turn.
Is this area still there with the slime?
No, the slime has dissipated now. Just get rid of that one. Given Simeon has moved, you do now have line of sight.
I would like to move to there and then use Shocking Grasp on him.
Go ahead.
Uh, 20.
Yep, that hits. What's the damage?
13.
Say again, sorry?
13.
13?
Can't take a reaction till his next turn.
Hey, that's exactly right. So he goes down onto one knee again. And you see glowing coming out from underneath his robes by his waist. And once again, he'll roll a d6.
Is this a spell?
It's a skill, effectively.
Okay.
Okie dokie. The priest now appears wraith-like. Challenge rating increases by 1. It gains resistance to all damage but force, radiant, and psychic, and is vulnerable to radiant damage.
Maybe Guiding Bolt will actually do something.
If it hits.
It can also move through creatures and objects if they were difficult terrain. It takes a 1d10 force damage if it ends its turn inside an object. So he starts to rise up after that, and you see his form basically become incorporeal. He's become very wispy, and he looks very pissed off. Was the last one. I'll have to kill more children for more.
Yeah.
And you end your turn, Flint.
I do.
That's Simeon's turn.
Did you say he was resistant to all but that damage or immune?
Resistant.
Okay.
I
I
probably
thought-
shouldn't have mentioned the resistant thing, but hey, just generally reading out the description.
Still means he can take damage though. I'm just going to keep swinging.
Okay.
Those will be the last words you speak.
First misses,
Uh,
second hits.
13.
13, nice. That'd be nice. I'll give you the extra point. If you slash in it, and his form kind of parts with it, and then reforms after your sword's gone through him. Do you end your turn?
No. I am going to, because I completely forgot I had this, I'm going to action surge and hit him twice more.
I kind of figured you did earlier. The worm.
Although, where am I? Am I being a dumbass? Oh, it's under other. I didn't see
Can you
it
only
just to see if I'd actually done it.
Okay. So he takes 7 more.
7 and... Oh, I rolled... Did that only roll? No, it rolled twice. 7,
Yeah, it rolled
14.
twice.
So, 7, yeah.
Get him. So you swing in again twice, and his form parts and reconstitutes again. But you do kind of see lasting damage on his form as you've done it. You end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, it's now Nargrax.
Nagax will say something else this guy. I've noticed you're fixated on me in particular. Do you oppose Lilera?
You have no idea what you are.
As Nagrax finishes saying that, the Hammer of Bonking will go on for an attack.
I'd say you cut him off with this attack.
Yeah, that was kind of the idea. Yeah, he isn't going to sass me. At
You
least
have no idea what you're
it's sort of like, you have no idea. No, he won't actually say that in this moment. Okay, 8th. Did you say that force damage is one of the things he doesn't resist?
Correct.
Okay, so that would
Really
do.
should have mentioned all that, actually.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
it doesn't really change
Hindsight.
anything, does it? It's I'm so
Oh,
good
no.
was going to attack anyway.
Doesn't change what I can do.
Jab.
Okay.
Slash.
Doom, this is going to sound like a really stupid question. Is this guy technically an undead now?
It doesn't say, but I'm going to say yes.
I am actually going to use Turn Undead.
Give me the description.
What does that
How
say?
much did I just give me the description? How much did I just mess up?
So, with Turn Undead, he has to... Let me just see exactly what it says, because I've not actually used this yet successfully.
Oh, at all.
Well, yeah. Where is it actually? Oh yeah, okay, for some reason it wasn't listed in the main list. Okay, so as an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer. So each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turn creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from the effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Okay. What's your spell save?
It doesn't. Let me just see what my spell save is. It's a 15.
It succeeds.
Well, feck. Never mind.
Try
Had to try.
Yes, I wasn't quite as bad as thought that might have been when you said that name.
I mean, to be fair, I do have
this.
I
think
do
he's too
have.
high level for the Destroy Undead.
No, I do have Destroy Undead, but I think that would only work on. Yeah, if it's a C, is lower than the threshold for your level. So, like, what's it? I mean, I don't tell me what its CR is, but basically, 5th level, I could destroy a half or lower, which I'm guessing this guy's much higher than.
See.
Yeah, so it wouldn't work anyway.
Oh, he is now.
It's just like, yeah, just bumped him up. I already know he went up by 1, so yeah, that would be Nagrax's.
Okay, okay. And that is now going to be cultists. Not cultists, sorry. I wrote it down as cultists just I'm so used to doing that.
Okay.
Dave. Let's call him
He's going to go
Dave.
straight after you again now, Grax.
Yeah, thought he might. One of those hits. 11 damage. Okay.
And he'll end his turn. No smart remarks this time. So that now goes to Finian. And Finian is going to wail into him with 3 punches. They all hit. And Finian ignores the resistances. Because his punches are magical. I really need to nerf Finian heavily.
I
No,
like
you
how the
don't.
description for that is purely just for the sake of overcoming resistance. Right? So you don't have to work for that? Okay. It's just the
Okie
magical
dokie.
minute.
So Finian punches him 3 times from the side, and it hurts him quite a bit. Yeah, that's the end of his turn. It's now going to be Flint's turn.
Oh!
What?
My Vicious Longsword, is it magical?
It should say on the weapon's description.
It says weapon, longsword, rare.
If it doesn't say specifically that it's not going to be a magical weapon, sadly.
Damn it.
It's worth a
I was gonna
try.
say, like, add all that damage back on your resistance, so... No.
Or is that like Piston North Star, the delayed reaction?
It's like when like samurai have a battle with the katana and like sliced him in half, but then he walks for a few steps and then falls down.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Magic Missile at him.
Fair enough, again. Magic missile away.
Oh no, hang on, it is a magic weapon. It doesn't say so on the weapon, but in the description it says when you roll a 20 on your attack roll with this magic weapon, target takes an extra 7 points damage.
Okay, then,
Oops,
so
I didn't
it's-
mean to do whatever that was.
If it
Sorry, ignore that.
specifies magic weapon, I would say that counts.
Well, my battle axe also says damage with this magic weapon.
Ha-
It doesn't
Wait,
say
what?
magic. It doesn't say in the stats anywhere that it's magic.
Okay, that's a bit
That's why I
That's why I
confusing,
missed it,
honestly.
my bad.
okay, well, we'll look that up later properly.
Yeah, I just ignore it for now. It's not magical for now.
That's 12 damage. Okay, you wail into this guy, and his form is fading. But he's still just there.
Alright, I'll end my turn.
Simeon, your turn.
You're a tough foe, I'll give you that. But we'll bring you down and your whole damn clergy.
Can't stop this, you know.
No, but I can crit and stop you.
Well, you don't need to roll your damage. He turns to you as you go to swing in. You won't stop this.
I'll drive the sword deep into his like chest and just grab the back of his head. No, but we'll stop you.
With that, he starts to quiver. He coughs up blood. It kind of comes out as a mist. It's only the first life. Or the 27th. And with that, he collapses. His form remains as kind of an incorporeal state, but then it solidifies into the body you previously had. And he's dead.
Is
Can I
that-
just can
Oh,
I
sorry,
just
go on.
make sure and just down into the head? So
Your sword goes straight through the head and into the ground underneath it. When you
Did
pull the
anyone
sword out,
see
it
this?
kind of has like wispy blood come out. And no, nobody else entered the alley during this time.
are you all right? What happened here?
I saw this man in the square the other day. If you remember, we all tried to go after him. Saw him again just now. Just wanted to ask him some questions. He obviously had different ideas.
He drew us into a fight away from the crowd.
No, he drew me into a fight. He seemed to be particularly fixated on me. I was wondering if he might be opposing Alera, the goddess that I spoke to.
He opposed you. That's all that mattered. What do you make of this, Flint? There's clearly some sort of magic going on here.
Is there anything that remains of his tattoos, or did they disappear when they activated?
Tattoos are completely gone. But you can roll Arcana if you want.
20.
Nat 20?
No.
Yeah. Okay. You sense a lingering necrotic energy from the tattoos. And you sense a kind of a pain and sorrow coming from them. From the places where they were. With a 20, I'll say you can detect hints of what seem to be crying. But
He
just as you
mentioned-
hear it, you don't hear it again.
He mentioned 2 sacrifices. Could this be what the child was for?
The child could have been for many things, but you did mention sacrifices, so it is entirely possible.
Such unpleasant necrotic energy there. I don't know what to make of it.
Pure evil. I'll spit on him.
You
Can
spit
I-
on it, it's him right in the face.
Can I take a look at his blade?
Oh, yeah, sure. Given you're now no longer in combat, you pick up the blade. As I said before, it's like 2 foot long, it curves back slightly. And running up the center, there is what seems to be similar to the centipede that was on the sacrifice knife that you guys have previously seen.
Does this look familiar to you guys?
I took a look at the weapon during combat, but it's nothing that I recognize.
And you see the centipede on it, it does seem to be a similar design, but it's not the same, if you know what I mean.
But when Nigrex was hit with it, he didn't sort of go into that. So Nigrex will mention. I didn't. Nothing odd happened when the blade hit me. It
I think
just
it's
hurt.
similar to the knife from the mansion.
It's entirely
Uh,
possible.
When you will take hold of it for a second. Maybe it we didn't hit us enough to do what it needed to do.
Considering that the other one was activated by touch, maybe the purpose of this blade is different. But yes, it's a valid theory, Finian.
It's one less weapon for the enemy. Can I wrap it up in some sort of cloth and then stow it away in my backpack?
Yeah, you can do.
I don't want it on show. I don't want it visible.
A piece of his robe?
I mean, how that
Yeah,
works, definitely.
Fuck it, yeah, I'll cut off some of his robe and stow it away with it.
Let me just
What am I
double
putting
check
that as?
something. See if you can actually add it by name or not. Try searching the soul blade. If it doesn't come up, then just adding your notes that you have a soul blade.
Nope.
Okay. Just add via notes then.
Cool.
You start to hear footsteps approaching the alley from down this direction,
From which direction, Doom?
the south.
From the south
Did
direction.
can I search him quickly? See if he's got
Yeah,
anything
roll a
else
quick
I can do.
investigation.
If Nigrex hears a sound, he's going to immediately go to the other end of the alley.
I'd say there's a little offshoot to the left just up ahead.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Nigrex will kind of like tap the shoulders of Flint and Simeon, motion with his head to Finian to follow him.
But you know what? Screw that. Screw looting through it. Can I pick him up
Yeah, you can pick him up if you want.
and just pick him up and bring him with us?
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Okay, you pick him up and you run off with him down the alley. And what are you gonna do?
Is there places to hide in the alley?
There are offshoot. You can jump over fences into gardens. You could potentially try and find a crate or something along that lines to put it behind if you wished.
We kind of want to immediately get away from the source of this sound now, before we can think about any of that.
Yeah, I'll follow the lead.
Yeah,
You run
I've
first.
already spoken my intent.
Yeah, I'll just follow you then.
So you're able to run down the alley generally, and you don't come across anyone on your way. You've run for, let's say, 600 meters.
Do we
You're
still
basically towards the end of this district.
do
You
we still
don't-
hear the sound behind us?
I don't know. It left you a while back.
Okay, so what is in this area then?
And so it's another fairly sparse alley. There's quite a lot of debris dotted around, damaged crates. There are several back gardens that you can see into. Some of them have low fences, a couple of them have high fences.
Okay.
You
So
can hear sounds from some of them as well.
so
It's
like
generally
aside from the gardens, okay. I'd probably say to Simeon, maybe remove this guy's robe. If the body is found, we probably want to not make it. I'm kind of like speaking this hushed, obviously, if I hear sounds.
Is there like a crate or barrel big enough to house this guy nearby?
roll a d20 for luck.
Oh god.
I'd say there's a handful of damaged crates you could put him in.
But I'll say to Simeon before he decides we probably want to take his robe. If the body's found,
Yes.
it will mean that it'll be more difficult to say exactly where he's come from, especially since those tattoos are now gone.
Yes, you're right. I'll remove his robe and I'll toss it over to Flint. See what you can find in there while I'm putting this guy in one of these crates.
I guess I'm searching his robes.
Roll investigation.
$17.
Okay. You come up with a coin purse with, I'm going to say, 68 gold. So roll for that.
Uh, 24.
You get 24 gold. And you also get a circular pendant. The pendant seems to be of a centipede that curls around and around and around.
Okay then. I could try burning the body, guys.
No.
That
That
would
would
probably.
attract attention immediately. He won't be found for a few days at least. By then, there should be no questions.
If we had the means to seal a container, maybe, but we don't really have the time to mess about.
I'm going to dump the crates in the alley. I'll be back in a second. You hear movement coming towards the alley from one of the gardens.
Is the crate sufficiently closed?
And it's damaged. If someone looks from the right angle, they will see.
Can I move that angle to be against the wall?
You can do, given you specified.
I will do that.
Okay.
And I'll just
And
make my way back to the main street.
as you're walking down the main street, you hear a gate open and someone dragging some crates out. And they actually dump them in the same areas where those crates were. In particular, one of them's on top of that crate.
Excellent.
And he turns and walks away back into his garden.
Okay.
So,
So,
to you guys.
so just following Simeon.
I'd say it's probably around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon at this point.
Okay.
What did you get from his robes? I guess I'll stuff the robes away in the backpack or something.
So I'll give everyone 6 gold from the pouch, and I'll show Nagrax a pendant.
I don't bother giving no opinion any.
Are you splitting the gold, sorry? Flint?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. Right. Don't
8.
suppose.
It's 8 for each of us.
Didn't you say 68?
6d8.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said 68. Sorry. So 8 gold for each of us. Did you say?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll
Sorry,
do
misheard
math.
you.
Is the gold? Is it just regular gold? No,
It's just regular gold, yeah.
no, like particular emblems.
No.
Doom, I'd like to roll religion on that pendant, just on the off chance that there's anything significant
Go
that
ahead.
can be gleaned from that. God's sake.
You do not know anything about the pendants at all. But yeah, that does seem to be the same design as what's generally on the daggers, just curled up instead.
What
Just
will-
as a general image of what it actually looks like, just as a string,
Okay.
kind of just like a circle that curls in and in and in and in.
Probably want to keep a hold of this, but unfortunately I don't know anything about it.
Great drawing. Great drawing.
Maybe the guild master will know something. If anyone's going to know in this city, he will.
He's
Keep
not.
it hidden. I guess I suggest for now we get back to the guild. Who knows if someone saw the fight? We don't want to draw too much more attention to ourselves.
Okay.
And with that, you guys make your way back.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you're making your way back, you see Lorena. They're walking towards the market with a basket on her arm.
Lorena,
Reginald
what
is
are you-
beside her.
What did you say?
Hell.
Reginald's beside her.
Wait, what beside her?
Reginald,
Reginald, sorry.
yes.
It's only hearing aid on bug.
I couldn't hear you over the coughing, sorry.
Yeah, just let her pass.
No, I think we'd say hello.
Do
Do you
I?
need?
I want to as soon as I see her, I want to look around, see if there's anyone watching her.
Roll perception. Even on a 7, you know what? You'll generally see a few different crowds that generally been looking in her direction. And you notice that as she's been walking, she's kind of looked towards them, which is why you've noticed them.
Yeah.
And she's kind of pulled the basket a bit closer to her.
Maybe we should go with them.
Can I maybe catch the eye of anyone watching her?
I'm going to say no with that low perception.
To be fair, Nycox would be addressing Reginald more than Lorena just because he knows him better.
Mhm.
So we
I
just.
wanna
Oh, sorry, go on.
I wanna walk up to the through the crowd watching her and just shoulder bump on like, oh, my apologies.
What do you want?
I wasn't watching where I was going. I'm sorry, sir. Have a good day.
You go through that crowd and you notice at the corner of your eye the dwarf.
No.
Yeah.
I'll purposely not make eye contact and walk away.
You can sense him staring at you as you walk away.
Damn. Why are the dwarves so stubborn?
What does everyone else do?
As I said, I think Nagrax would just acknowledge Reginald. Just basically say hello.
I think we
Reginald
should.
nods.
Does he keep walking?
What was Zach gonna say?
Like, if they're walking past, I'm gonna whisper to Nargrax. Maybe we should like follow them, maybe out of distances to not wound Lorena's pride. I guess.
Isn't Reginald already with her though?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to say that what we probably do is I'll probably Nagrax will say hello to Reginald, just let him pass, and then maybe about let's say about 30 seconds later, he'll just say out loud to the gang, he'll just say, I think I forgot to pick something up in the shopping district. Need to get another whetstone for my weapon. And he'll turn back around. Kind of like motion for
When
the others.
Reginald, when you not acknowledge Reginald, he acknowledged you back, and you generally saw him then just generally be scanning the crowds.
Yeah,
Moving with Lorraine.
yeah, I think I understand what's going on here.
Mhm.
So, yeah, like following at a respectful distance, not close enough that it's obvious that we're following, but not far enough away that we're going to lose them. Suppose we'll just shadow them for a bit.
As you generally shadow them whilst they're moving around, Lorena goes to a few different stalls in the markets. She seems to be picking up materials for making clothes, sewing materials, some dyed leather. As you're generally following, watching her, you generally catch the eyes of people looking at her disdainfully, occasionally. She makes her way inside one of the shops, and you hear raised voices from inside, and then you see her kind of being ushered out by someone, and Reginald shouting back in towards them.
Yep.
Before then following her.
Just to clarify, we're not moving in until it looks like that Reginald can't handle it himself.
As she goes to a few more places, you see her getting quite heated with one vendor in particular. And you end up seeing her hand over quite a large amount of coin or some parchments and inks.
Should have just asked me. I have plenty to spare.
After that, they start making their way back towards the guild. As you start to move out of the market, you overhear them talking about how they wish, particularly a group of people wishing they had sizable stones.
Yeah.
Can I turn to look at him and just smile and nod and like just very purposely hold the hilt of my sword?
Make an intimidation roll.
I'm going to give you guidance on that, Simeon. Oh,
Good.
never mind. You already rolled it.
They look straight at you, and they just frown, kind of square their shoulders. They're not in the least bit intimidated, and you actually trip and you stumble a bit while you're looking at them.
We're not good at this.
I'll give him a little
We
wave.
never seem to do well on intimidation, do we?
I think no one ever does, really. And with that, they make their way back to the guild hall, and they do make it safely back inside.
Okay. Just thinking what Nagrax will do next. Nagrax is going to say to Flynn as they go back in, Flynn, we could really do with going to a place of worship to see if we can learn more about this thing that's inside of you. Admittedly, we kind of wanted to go about our business today, but we may have to leave Kron soon, depending on how bad things get.
Not in this city. You've seen how they treat tieflings and warlocks.
Fair point. But considering that what we've learned of Eldath, I don't think there's many places in the world that are safe for their kind at the moment.
We can't just run. to a safe place until there's none left.
I'm not suggesting
We
we
have to
run
stand
Simeon.
and make this place safe.
Depending on what the Guildmaster has for us, it depends on whether we even have a choice.
If he opposes us, then damn the guild. We'll stand in our own.
Nigrex won't say anything further and he'll go inside.
You all enter
Sip.
the guild hall, and actually, I need a name now.
We're in the Kings of the Craft Doom, remember?
That is not the name that I'm after.
The receptionist is Serna.
You walk in, you see Meladia standing before the receptionist. She seems to be taking quite a large bag of coin from her. Do you recall Meladia was the crimson-haired woman who you found in the 4th floor of the spire?
Yeah,
Who demolished the T-Rex?
Yeah.
She
I'll
turns
walk
around
in.
and looks at you all as you walk in.
Immediately puff my chest out. Ladia, we meet again. How fares
Yes,
your
good
day?
evening.
A mighty
Ah.
haul, I see.
Quite well. I took down a few Minotaurs earlier.
Oh, you'll have to regale me with the stories.
What'd you say? Some horse manure? Come on.
Absolutely. I'll slam my fist on whatever's nearby.
It's
Done.
not good sport.
On
Several of
me.
the quest things fall off.
On me, of course.
Serna looked up at you. God damn it.
Oh. Sorry. Speaking of the quest, Serna, we have
Oh,
triumphantly.
you successfully completed the quest. So how many satchels did you get? She says while she's picking these up and repinning them to the board.
How many
Did you say
is that
5?
bad?
You got all 6.
Oh,
Because
6.
You get the final vein.
We recovered 6. Nice job. Nice day's work. I do say so myself.
Did you wake the broodmother?
Yes, we did, and she gave us a fight, but
I shiver as they said that. It's like,
as you can see, we're all still standing, healthy.
Actually, you know what?
Just gonna
I rolled
let
flat d20.
Flint pass out at this moment.
Okay, never mind. She doesn't notice anything. Oh well, congratulations. It's not the easiest of things, but to be honest, you're probably going to rank up from that.
oh.
When the guildmaster gets back, I'll have a word with him.
Oh, you flatter us, Cerna. Is it Cerna or Iserna? I think I've been pronouncing it with the I.
Iserna's alright, actually.
You flatter us, Cerna.
Anyway, Ladia's in there. Go and spend time with her. Someone needs to keep her occupied so she doesn't destroy the place again. She's not a good drunk.
I'll keep her reined in.
She
I'll
looks
walk
at you
in.
with complete pity.
I won't even collect my pay from her. I'll just walk into the
Didn't
bar.
we already get us pay?
You already got paid anyway.
Oh, did we? Okay.
You're going to try concern her for more pay?
No, I didn't think she handed it out yet. I was just going to ignore it and let one of the others grab it.
I mean, to be fair, that would have been sort of like the second part, becoming a murder hobo. We've just killed someone in the street. Now we're calling
She
for people for
attacked us
money.
first. It's not like we intimidated a shopkeeper.
No,
Oh.
Oh, okay, an innocent shopkeeper.
Frank was on your tool belt as well, by the way.
Yeah, he did see all that.
Mhm.
It depends if he cares, though.
You look down at him, he's snoring.
See,
Yeah, it doesn't mean I
Frank-
didn't see that earlier, though.
Frank, did you want to hand in the report now or later? I like wave an iron dagger in front of him.
You see a nose appear on the chest. And he kind of levitates up, takes it in his mouth and starts munching. Later.
It's like an anime when a character's ear just goes really big
Yeah.
for no reason when they hear something.
He's a mimic, he can do what he wants.
God damn it.
He's a cartoon, basically.
Yeah, I could see why you chose that.
Okay, so yeah, you guys join Maladia and she regales you with tales of her exploits, which are very impressive. They range from taking down dragons, scaling multiple different towers across the lands. She's a very seasoned adventurer, and she's in A rank
Dragons,
in the
you
guild.
say.
And make a con save with disadvantage.
I have proficiency in that. Hopefully that helps. 14.
Hey, for that, I'm going to say she doesn't drink you under the table. You manage to match her as you both drink while she
Yes.
regales these tales.
Yes.
I'm just like sat with a cup of coffee writing notes in my spell book. It's like, I think he's in love, you know, now, Grex.
Yes. Is this what this looks like?
Imagine Tormund impressed with Brienne.
Yeah,
It's just
that's what I'm
like,
imagining.
oh, the big one.
Are you assuming Bug's seen Game of Thrones?
Oh, I've seen Game of Thrones. I've seen all of it.
Okay then.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
so
you've actually
sorry.
seen.
Yeah, all 7 seasons.
Well, yeah, I get that. Yeah, all 7 seasons. Why not?
How much pay did we pick up? I guess I just dozed
It
off.
was
apparently through
a
that.
180 gold.
Each, because it was 540.
Gotcha.
It was split 3 ways. Because apparently Finny doesn't like money.
I mean,
He's
it's best for
Doom's-
you guys
Doom's
to
trying
just buy stuff.
Trying to
Finion's
quietly
already
face
strong
Finian
enough.
out.
Yeah, it's fair.
Finion's already too strong, so.
Yeah, I think to be fair, I'd have Habib just treat him as a party member.
Mhm. Okay, and I'll say that the night draws on. You all have a very interesting evening, and you know, I'm gonna roll con for Maladia. Just to see how bad it gets. I'm just gonna say it's a +8 because I don't actually have a character sheet for her. Okay, she gets really badly drunk and she starts breaking tables as the night goes on. And she eventually collapses asleep against a
I'm
broken
just
table.
laughing and looking like deeply aroused by it.
Aroused, okay.
Okay then. Well, that's what we're ending off the session then. That's a perfect ending point. With Simeon getting
Yeah.
aroused.
You
Okay.
can't get much. There's no perfect ending, just the word deeply aroused, is there? You can't get much lower.
I
than that.
mean, would you say it was a happy ending?
Bug.
No.
Sorry.
No.
I felt that was too obvious. I needed to say it.
So,
And on that
brings us to the end
bombshell.
of the section. Yes, and on that bombshell, everything explodes.
Yeah,
How do you...
it really does.
Whose catchphrase was
Ah.
that? Craig Charles?
On that bombshell Top Gear.
Oh, Top Gear. For some reason I was thinking Robert.
Quick, nah, Jeremy Clarkson.
Fuck, I need to watch Robert was.
Anyway.
For all that quest, I'm going to give you, I think, 4,000 XP.
4,000 XP.
Yes.
Ooh, not quite
I'm
close
assuming
enough.
we'll get a long rest for this.
Yes, following this, you'll get a long rest.
Cool.
Yeah,
Am I
just
the only one that's that does their HP in D&D Beyond, by the way?
I usually just use a tool to keep
I
track.
usually write it down in front of me because I'm
Does
writing
it?
everything else down in front of me. So
I looked at you two's character sheets and I'm like, full health, but you're not. I guess I'm the only one that does it. Whatever.
It's
not
because
really matters.
for me, it's because I'm already tracking it on the tool, so I don't bother doing
Yeah.
for me,
it
it's
twice.
because
Yeah.
they're all notes from a fight.
For
I've only
me,
got
it's
notes to
because
track.
Bug's already tracking it on a tool.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I'm doing it. Habit,
Yeah.
I guess.
We still have HP anyway.
I do take it off of D&D Beyond, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So because the session has already gone on for quite a bit longer than normal. I think we're at just over the 4-hour mark.
Yep.
So I'm just going to go. Oh, actually, you know what? I forget to do this every single bloody time. Just give me a second, and I will grab the. What was that?
Did you not turn on your chat bot again?
Oh no, the chatbot's been on the entire time. What do you take before? Someone who forgets to turn on the chat bot every time. We were testing the dual command, and it worked today. Thank you. Yes, it's definitely on, Zach. My one and only quote. Actually, no, I have two, don't I?
I mean, that's
That's
you've already peaked. Every quote after that's going to be
Yeah,
inferior.
yeah.
So why even add
Yeah.
anymore? You know what I mean? What's the point?
Yeah,
Anyway.
let's be honest, you're never going to get better than that, no matter what you do.
He
Okay.
milks the horse.
I'd say that's a respectable second quote.
Yeah, it's a respectable second one. Very respectable, yes.
Respectable is probably
Class.
completely the wrong word to describe this. Anyway, shoutouts, Doom, Busy Socials, go.
Woo. Hey, I like to socialize occasionally. Woo. Follow me on Twitch in particular, please. I can make money there.
Yay.
Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, shameless.
Hey, you're being honest. Fucking respect to you there.
Hey, I mean, this is what the section of the show is for. Just plug your stuff.
I mean,
Okay.
I'd rather not right now. I'm on camera.
So anyway, moving
Yeah,
on
get
to
that
me.
now.
I mean, to be fair, I have no right to cut you off after the distasteful thing I just said. Anyway, here is me, my face, my socials. Look at them, they're glorious. You probably want to join me on some of them, maybe, if you actually enjoy this content.
Yes.
Hopefully, it'll be a moving face soon.
Hopefully it will be. Yeah, we still need to get space set up properly for this, but yeah, I really want to try and make it so that like I don't think it'd be worth buying a green screen just for the goof of having the still image and then my face just sort of like go wide from a face reveal. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of money for a bit. Anyway, that's
Also,
just
actually kind of being in a green kind of suit thing as well. So all we got is face then. Got
Yeah.
nothing else. Just floating face.
Hey, you just wanted a face cam, so
Hi.
anyway, Zach, here is his socials.
Well, two of them.
Hey, there's still socials.
Yep.
And anything you'd like to say?
Hi.
Well said.
Excellent.
Zach sometimes does play stuff on Twitch when he remembers to actually tell people he's streaming.
Are you going to play more Castlevania?
Yeah, hopefully.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to carry on Castlevania, that game. I mean, I don't really have nostalgia for it as such because I played it much later, but really solid game.
You always have it nearby just to hug.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yep.
Anything else, Zach?
No, not really. Bye.
Okay, bye, Zach. And then there is Elf, who is literally just pops out of view the moment I switch to his perspective, of course.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Troy McClure.
Hi. I'm Alf. You all know me, right? I'm a super famous Twitch streamer. Everyone knows who I am. Let's be honest.
I mean, out of the four
I
of
didn't
us,
have any
yes.
sunglasses to really emphasize that, so sorry. I'm not big.
I mean, you could dramatically zoom in your camera again, I suppose.
Don't give him ideas.
No, I'm doing things. Almost to the end of my Pokemon Sapphire trapping only.
Yeah,
run.
I
That's
missed
been-
that last time. How was it going?
That's been fun so far. We just beat the 8th gym, which was the big one I was worried about. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought. It took a few attempts, but the 7th was the big.
Yeah,
That was the huge roadblock.
yeah, I was sad to have missed that. I think you were streaming shorter that day. I think your internet went out or something.
Yeah, I think so. So hopefully to get into the end of that run pretty soon. I want to do more of them on stream. They were fun.
Yeah.
Gonna do the Metapod one.
A Metapod only.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
A Kakuna run.
That's the same.
I could do a Kakuna run.
Doesn't it? Yeah. Anyway, we're probably going to really go off topic if
Yes.
we continue this conversation. So, just for the sake of cutting this short, yeah. So, good session to get back to Neros. I'm not quite sure when the next one is going to be. I think that's just going to depend on how schedules line up next week, but it's likely going to be Friday.
Most
Who
likely.
knows?
Okay.
Don't see why not.
Well, we'll probably sort that off stream, hopefully. And but until
Maybe.
then, yeah, maybe. But until then, it is goodbye from me and goodbye from everyone else. And for anyone who's still here, thank you very much for watching.
Bye bye.
Have a good one.